JP. So great to see you. Can you introduce yourself to the people here in Portland?
Yeah. Well, my name is Jerry Petersen. Everybody calls me JP, and I'm from this community. And I grew up here in Northeast Portland. Went to Elliott Grade School, which is now Harriet Tubman. My parents, we were a part of Vancouver Avenue Baptist Church and New Hope Baptist Church, historic churches here in the neighborhood in the 70s, 60s and 70s. And I've been just trying to work with my community to bring about unity and to work with all aspects and all colors and races and people, because my parents were from down south. And I have a unique view and experience when it comes to racial issues, inequality issues, and things of that sort. And so I've always tried to champion and be kind of that link between white communities, other communities that really don't come together and normally have been working together. And that's kind of been my goal. And I'm just glad I'm here in Portland. I love the experience, and I love the fact that there's an opportunity and a challenge here in 2020 to make a difference.
So when you first found the Alberta Abbey, like what was it that excited you about, I remember that day when you first walked in and saw the place, and I gave you a tour and we sat down, and there was magic in that day, and we decided you were all in. What was it that excited you about the Abbey?
Well, it's kind of a connection thing that I've been working hard, to try to produce entertainment and really to showcase local talent. That's kind of more my heart has lied, and just produce entertainment and events that bring community together. That's a real important part of my life, and something I was taught early, and I was shown examples by my parents. And I work with the Jack London, the Rosen Theater, Crystal Ballroom, and my family there kind of gave me a little peep here in my ear about the Alberta Abbey, that there might be something in my community where I could actually be a part of something bigger than what we were already doing, and be able to do something great for my community. And that's when I met you, Leah. And I remember the first day I walked in, and we were introduced, and as you were just kind of laying out what you were doing in the future, and the goals and aspirations for this unbelievable historic Black church. And I am definitely involved in that community also. And once I spoke with you and really had a chance to sit down and see your passion, I knew that it was almost just like a perfect match for what I was trying to do. And it's just funny, when you find the right person in life, you marry them. When you find the right job, you go for it. And this for me was just the right place for me to be in this time, and what's going on in our community and really our country overall. And I'm just honored to be a part of this.
What do you think the Alberta Abbey, I know we have all these goals and aspirations, what do you think this could really mean for the community, and what do you think we could do here?
Well, specifically, we just have seen the dialogue and how people are painting racial relationships and the challenges that we're all going through to try to navigate a path to come together. It really, truly, for me, is pretty simple. It's about working together. And in coming from the South, I have a unique experience and just knowledge of what it looks like when you don't, what division looks like. And I really know my parents came here for one reason: to give me a better life. They didn't want me to face the things that they faced. My parents and grandparents, their parents were slaves. It doesn't go that far back. But they were always told me, you treat people the way that you want to be treated. Love is stronger than hate. Those things might sound cliche, but they're so true, and it's so simple. And I just wanted to make sure that I was a part of something that I could leave a legacy. And I've been looking for something like this and striving, and thank God that I met you, and the Alberta Abbey had a need, and together we have really been putting our efforts to make sure that we open this place up to all people.
Is there a comparable music venue in Northeast Portland? Like, can you talk a little bit about what this specific venue, like,
Yeah.
the arts?
No, I can talk specifically to that because definitely there are a few venues that you might want to compare to what we're trying to do here. But the fact that we are a nonprofit sets us aside from most venues, music venues. And the fact that we're in the Black community also sets us aside. And the fact that we're activating programming for everyone. And it doesn't matter who you are. And like I say, in the time that we're in, if there was ever a need for a place like this, in a community like this is it. We don't have these many chances in life to make a difference. I know I don't. And I can go back to the times when my parents, when we were here in the 60s and 70s, when they had the race riots, and everything was going crazy all over the country, when Martin Luther King, Bobby Kennedy got shot. All those things, I remember those things as a kid, and seeing my mother in tears about the state of our country, and the fact that even though they grew up in the South and they were treated, I'm sure, in ways that I could never understand or probably even withstand, they still had love for everyone, black, white. It doesn't matter what color. It really is the content of your character, as we've all heard that statement, but love always conquers hate. And so it's just amazing that this 100-year-old church, I was blessed to meet you and find a mission that really is, it's just important right now.
How would you say that Alberta Abbey is different than other venues in Portland?
Well, being a nonprofit, and the model really has been used in Europe, Canada, most countries, they support cultural endeavors. They support venues. They actually pay music venues and the artists a stipend, so there's something culturally for people when you come to their country to go to and to experience. And they support those communities and those artists because that's really the heart and soul of any country, any place, any city. You have to have that to bring people together. And the Abbey is just, I mean, really, it's really tailor-made in a community that really needs this in a time that's called for us to step up and be a part of something bigger than we all are.
What kind of programming are you trying to bring to the Abbey?
Well, the fact that I have a nonprofit and we're trying to reach out to more nonprofits, there's strength in numbers, obviously. I want to program things. I work with jazz, local talent. I go into the churches, I go to the colleges, the high schools to try to find up and coming breakout artists who would never have a chance. I work with the Rosen Theater, the Star Theater. These are national venues, and we need to make sure that we keep the pipeline going to give opportunities to everyone, but specifically communities of color who have been really kind of overlooked, especially in this city. And this place, Alberta Abbey, is really the place that we can actually start something new.
What's been the most surprising thing to you?
Can I have him say one thing?
Yeah.
It's prime time. It's hard to hear it say. It's prime time.
And it's prime time.
Thank you.
What's been the most surprising thing to you when you're here at the Alberta Abbey and meeting all sorts of different characters? And I know like some of the shows you've liked more than others, and you've met like all kinds of different people with their passion. What's the most surprising, great thing that you've met?
Well, I mean, really for me is the fact that we have so many different people from different walks of life, but they're all artists. That's the common denominator. We all have the same passion and feeling in our heart for what we want to deliver and what we want to share with people. And there's a healing process with that. There really truly is. And when people connect and you see that, that's really the most exciting part of me. When people come out for the events and the shows and they connect to an artist or a song, you can see it in the audience. You can feel it really in the air, especially at this venue. This is a special place, and people, they tell me when they walk in the door and they leave, they're like, wow, I can feel a spirit in here. There's something about this venue and in this place, and it's exciting for me because I'm a spiritual person, and I just want to do what I can to make the opportunity for other people to come in and showcase their talents, whether it's regular art, whether it's performing arts. It's just exciting that we have a place in our community that actually has a chance to be monumental and a game changer.
What's your relationship now with the Alberta Abbey itself?
So, as I said, when I met you, I definitely was all in with the mission and your goals. And for me, I'm trying to leave a legacy and leave something behind for the younger generation, but still make a statement to the people here who are still relevant, the people who have had the power to change things, but they have been sitting on the sidelines. Because now is not the time for that. We need people who have the wherewithal, whether it's financially, whatever type of support. If you don't hear the call to action right now in this country and in this city, then you have to be blind and your head stuck in the sand. And that's my whole thing, is that I can really actually activate people who are like-minded to make a difference.
Okay, is there anything that else you can think of that the community could do to help the Alberta Abbey? Like, what do we need right now?
Well, we really are, truthfully, it's a battle and it's a struggle every day. And we always get these little glimmers of hope because we work so hard. So many people that have come in here have had such an unbelievable experience, and just across the board. And my really hopes for the Abbey is that the community itself will embrace what we're doing and come out and support whatever we do here, whoever's putting on a program. It doesn't matter whether we're feeding the homeless or whether we have the Ethiopian birthday party celebration, all the things that we're doing for everyone that looks like our community. It's just important that we make sure that they know they have a safe place and a place that they can actually have a place that they can afford. We try to make things affordable versus the other venues that we're competing with, because we're not those venues. We're not here for a profit. We're here for the community. So first and foremost, I just appreciate being a part of that and being able to make that opportunity available to the people that haven't had that opportunity.